experienced compatriot here. All Korea Republic quarter-final in Budapest. And to begin, best. Oh, yeah.
Then make them play backhands from the backhand side. Look at who the coach is here, Kim Taek-soo, medalist at the Olympics, 157 in the world, but wow, has he paid them back.
So we just named these.
A Chiquita.
A Chiquita? Oh, what's that? What's a Chiquita?
I think I've got to get myself clued up on my Chiquitas and bananas and strawberries.
Would have had some food on board a period of time before. Oh, that just drifts long.
The ball at 38, albeit he went down with a fever here. But players playing was pushing the standards a little bit higher all the time.
6, 7.
Officials earlier, Don, what a good job they've done. One thing they've really been keen on is the pace of play.
Maybe 10 seconds, walking back for the ball, picking the ball up, walking back to the table. We have ball boys, ball girls who feed that ball back.
It's 8 each. And with the service again.
9, 8.
Oh, great return there by Zhang.
Right here early on, because seen players warned.
10, 9.
Point for Zhang Wujin.
Oh, what a way to save.
10, 11.
Many places below him.
Point here for An, and he takes it. Down here to the qualifier, An Jae-hyun. Oh,
Of 1.
Definitely.
1 all.
The backhand from Zhang Wujin from the forehand side, then the forehand. Oh, what a...
Expectation here. Many expecting him to win handily. And he's because these are players who look for the forehand. And if you think about Korean
Olympic Games in Barcelona, and they have history in their team.
But they're younger players. I mean, I suppose you can.
It's interesting because then I was going on to say the first ever Olympic champion on the scene a little bit, but they've not brought one through. Roo Sun-min won the Olympic Games 2000. Seem to have disappeared. They've not developed the reverse backhand with the penhole grip players. Consequently, it's really tough for them. So it is interesting. You're right. It really is interesting to look at the Republic of Korea. They've always been a great team. Quarter-final of the World Championships.
There he goes again, leveling it. Yeah, didn't quite get that right.
Nine, 7. 10. 8, 10.
Oh.
Away from Zhang Wujin.
And again, he saved all. 2 clear point winning margin required here. Alternating serve. And misses out this time. So, this all Korea Republic affair, 1 game apiece. And it's An Jae-hyun who's worked.
Just slightly cramped there for that forehand topspin. Didn't get the pace. Counter that. A wide to his forehand. Overhits the...
Interesting history lesson. Been thumbing through because ever since we lost Xu Xin. Oh, another. Wasn't an all-Chinese men's singles final. That's why that one is poignant.
We had Ru Sung-min winning the Olympics. China missing out on two big titles. I think probably the Olympics hurt a little bit more.
Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? How
3-6.
A bit more freedom. Long way to go, but
6-5.
Zhang Wujin, by his standards, that was an unforced error.
Oh. 5-7.
Could do to take these 2 points with the service. There's the first.
Pongi. I'm not sure on the pronunciation. I think it's Pongi. He's a
country. You know, you practice together, possibly your best mates. I know you've.
games very well. Sometimes see this players from the same country. Doesn't always flow. And there again, he's just snatched at that. So, Zhang Wujin from a set down, now 2-1 up. Oh, he got a little bit lucky there in the end.
Oh, that's a good topspin there. We're through to the semi-final. We've got one Swedish player, and we've got one player from the Republic of Korea.
So on a bit, you know, you were talking about the situation. You said right at the outset, with An Jae-yoon decided on one match in itself here, what they would look at. I mean, I think
I still think they're trying them out. The results here will be taken into account. Home advantage for the Japanese team.
5-2.
oh, yeah,
Very difficult shot. Some side spin. Missed it that time.
ready for taking too long, in the opinion of the officials.
8.
With Zhang here, with An close to levelling up. Even closer now.
The backspin flying around there. It's a very tricky spinning shot. Long fast serve down the line.
So locked again, these compatriots. Tight and now level.
Too low.
I mean, they're not exactly straightforward matches as well.
It's off the table. Maybe light weights involved, running involved. All sorts of table tennis players ever, as indeed we are in all sports. It's just moving to a higher level. The crowds on the biggest stage.
As well when you play multiple events as well. And there's those forehand trades again, and it's
On the forehand. Very difficult to play against, especially as he's playing so well and so strong. That variation of suddenly having the ball hit at him very flat with the forehand, and the next one coming with vicious topspin from Mattis Phelps' backhand.
Who's going to progress here? Still right in the balance. Oh, and he made the space. Angle, not the angle from his point of view. Oh, nothing like.
Big tactical point to win.
Too much power.
15, 16
17
years old, came through.
Won the title.
Won the title, came through qualification.
I mean, men's singles, the amount of surprises.
11.
And An Jae-yoon, semi-final of the World Championship.
With his two serves to come. A little bit more topspin on the.
Oh,
2-0.
ambition. Led, of course, 2-1. He's done well there. Oh, this is good, isn't it? From because you might feel, I mean, for whatever reason, he's played with a bit of a handbrake on at times.
That's
a bit there.
Touches in the corner. Same for both players, so that's not an excuse.
4-6.
Seeing the slow motions that we're seeing.
4-7.
It was Anne who won that game in the end. Oh, he's just missed that.
5-9.
Second serve in this sequence for Anne. Heavy back.
It's one of them.
10-7.
Oh, well, he puts. Well, of course,
11-8.
at the World Championship. We know it's going to be a Korea Republic player, but which one? After
First time I've actually commentated, I've watched him from the stands, Woo Jin, but I think he's going to be very close.
Gas, he'd have been outclassed, 4-1, something like that, hasn't happened. Resuming, of course, having taken the timeout.
Only 1 point in it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, crucial stage.
The players.
Oh, for the qualifier though. And he takes that one, stays out in front. Oh. Now he's quickly on. Oh. It's all 8 points apiece. I mean, this is going to the wire.
This deciding game. Big point, this one.
Oh, and Anne's
on it.
I've seen him fault though a couple of times. Oh!
The first strong topspin. And if you look in here, just slightly more aggressive. He's slightly closer to the table. He's forced Anne away from the table.
Woo Jin with a first match point. And of course, well here. 2 clear point winning margin required. And now Anne. He's got him! The fairy tale in Budapest continues for the qualifier. Anne Jae-hyun. This all-Korea Republic quarterfinal, well, it had pretty much everything, going the full 7 games. He